Hello? Hello? Okay, there we go. I don't know why. Let me double check this. This is fine too. Okay. I don't know what happens with this every once in a while, but I feel like every so many months my OBS just forgets. Whoops. Forgot to enable this. There we go. Every once in a while my OBS just completely forgets like what my sources are. So I have to reset them. Anyways, I was just saying, here I am. I just woke up from a nap. I was asleep for like all of 15, 20 minutes maybe. So today, we're playing games. We're playing Gates of Hell. I haven't played this for a while on stream. I played this off stream actually, so I'm not exactly like out of form or anything. Like I'm still familiar with how to play. I have been playing, but I've been playing like skirmish stuff and watching YouTube videos at the same time, so I haven't really done the campaign for like a month now, probably. But I do miss playing this game, so I'm better at skirmishes, admittedly, than I am at anything else. But you know, we'll just go for it and see what happens. And I'll just do all-around doctrine, it's fine. Alright, let's see it.
December 1944. You have been in Europe for half a year now. Despite fanatical German resistance, the Allies have broken out of the Normandy beachhead months ago, and the Allied advance seems unstoppable. Vast areas of France have already been liberated, but the further the Allies advance toward and into Germany, the tougher the fight seems to become. After the battles at Saint-Lô, Mortain, Falaise, and Arnhem, the advance has slowed down lately. The Germans are far from beaten, and the push to the Rhine River is getting tougher by the day. The advance into Hurchen Forest will be a new experience for everyone. You are still fighting at the very front of the advance with the 2nd Rangers. Today, just like on D-Day, you will be taking an enemy position on high ground. A crucial hill that would give us the high ground in the upcoming battles. It's marked on your map as Hill 400, just east of Bergstein. You must gather intel on the enemy position first, and then decide how you're going to take this hill. When you have control of the area, you must reinforce the position, set up radio communications, and defend against potential counterattacks. Only if you have radio contact will you get access to artillery support. Use it to your advantage whenever you can. Good luck.
Okay. Fairly straightforward. Hell 400. In December 16th, 1944. You've been in Europe for half a year now. Progress has been steady and the Allied advance seems unstoppable. Today, just like on D-Day, you'll be taking an enemy position on high ground, a crucial hill that will give us the high ground in the upcoming battle for Hurtgen Forest. On your map, it's named Hill 400. Near Bergstein, you must gather intel on the enemy position first, then decide how you're going to take this hill. When you have control of the area, you must reinforce your position, set up radio communications, and defend against potential counterattacks. Only when you have radio support will you get access to artillery support. Use it to your advantage wherever you can.
Well, here we are, blessed with the beautiful colors of fall. The first snowfall of the year, and with a goddamn hill of kraut standing in our way.
You hate to see it, but what happens now, sir?
We're gonna take Hill 400, Lieutenant. My boys will test the German defenses and find a gap in their line.
We could just go around it. Sir, for crying out loud, it's starting to snow. What a beautiful day.
Knock it off. Those M12s are here to hammer the Germans. All right then, scout Hill 400 and give us some coordinates for bombardment. Listen up. I want that hill taken by nightfall. Let's go. Reinforcements and artillery are at your disposal. Rangers lead the way.
What the hell are people shooting at already? What's happening over here?
Krauts have some flak guns by the farm complex. They're threatening our aircraft. If you can take them out, our boys will be able to rain hellfire from the sky.
Eliminate the German AA guns to get access to airstrikes. Okay. Now, I will say, this, I'm fine with this. If we can call in reinforcements, there's no way we could lose. And welcome into Miyu. How are you? Miyu, let me tell you, I am excited to show you this game. I've never shown you this before, but let me tell you, it is one of my favorite games of all time. It's been on the channel for a while, and then I stopped playing it in favor of playing other things. And not that I don't like the game, I love this game. This game is amazing. This, 10 out of 10. This is an absolute must-buy. If it looks even remotely interesting to you, this is an absolute must-buy. Only get it on sale. When it goes on sale, it's like 60 bucks. Or for the full, like, the base game and all the DLC. If you just want the base game on sale, it's like $8. But if you want the full thing with all the DLC, it's like 60 bucks roughly. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. So far, you can play as the US, British Commonwealth, Finland, Germany, USSR. I think there might be one more. But this all, it's like a World War II RTS. But the main appeal of this, though, the main appeal is not only the beautiful detail. Not only the beautiful detail, but also you can actually play this game as a third-person shooter as well. So right now, the plan in... hold on. So right now, the plan is to take this hill, you see. We must find a way to get to the top of the hill. However, there is a fog of war. Welcome into Mouse as well. You're just in time. I'm explaining what's happening in the story. So in this campaign mission, we are tasked with taking this hill. However, we only have so many men. These tanks are all artillery tanks. They can fire shells over a long distance. So ultimately, currently the map is engulfed in a fog of war. It's hard to see like anything like grayed out like this. It's hard to tell what's beyond here. You only really see as much as your soldiers can see. But what's really interesting about this game is that it gives you a lot of freedom with how you want to move your men. What they do, where they stand, how they group, whether they shoot at anything they see, whether they only fire back when fired upon, whether they're holding ground, whether they are using binoculars to check, or if they're firing using their weapons. Each soldier has an individual inventory, so if you really want to go the extra mile, you can have soldiers loot bodies, take certain weapons, certain armaments, use those against your enemies. You can repair your vehicles or your enemies' vehicles and try to retake them to use them against the enemy. So all in all, there's a lot of freedom of movement and customization. But Miyu says, and welcome to the Patriot as well. Miyu says, I've been getting shorts for World of Tanks and Enlisted. I kind of want to play those as well. World of Tanks, I'm like, but I'm more of like an infantry guy myself personally. So, I don't know. Like, I don't mind, like, I like playing as tanks, but I like playing as tanks in a world of infantry. Which is kind of what this is. But anyways, but yes, Mouse, you're correct. We must claim this high ground. The problem is that we can only see as much as our infantry can see. So we are going to have to move very slowly. So, but Mouse says, World of Warships is superior to World of Tanks. Ah, yes. Can you walk around on a warship in World of Warships? But Patriot says, example, Taku can have a machine gunner take a rifle from the enemy, or a rifleman can have that as extra weapons. So true. Or can have extra anti-tank weapons. So true. And Miyu says, that's cool. I'm gonna stick around and check it out. All right. Excellent. Right now, our first objective is that I can hear anti-artillery stuff on this hand side. So I'm going to try to take that out first. Try to take that out. But Mouse says, World of Warships is a bit slower, more tactical, and no, you cannot walk around your ships. Dang. I love ships. I love like movable living spaces. But new people, Taku? You're talking about Mouse and Mew? They've been here for, I've known them both for like 2 weeks now, probably. Or Mew for 2 weeks, Mouse for 3, I think. Thereabouts. But yes. New friends. New friends. This is our officer. He's gonna take a little look for us. So here's the cool bit, right? So you can control them like it's a isometric game where I'm just like telling the soldier what to do, or you could turn it into a third-person shooter, and you can run around and you can see for yourself exactly where the enemy is. So I guess that's what we'll do this for now. We'll take a little in-person look to see if we can find exactly what's happening in the distance. Because right now, I can hear them, but I don't really have like a good line of sight on... Oh, there we go. Now I can see them. See them? Those are the guys. Now, the hard part is that, yeah, we can see them, but they have the opportunity to see us as well. So I'm going to tell my guy to just keep a close eye on these men here. It's a flak... Flak something. Flak 30, roughly. But something like that, says Mouse. And yes, we can directly assault things, but it does pay to be stealthy. Let's try... It says only 25 points for a bombardment, but I don't think that's... Oh, wait, no. Okay, that's strange. When you... Normally... When I play skirmish, normally, like, you can't really select this. Normally, these tanks, like, are fully controllable, and I tell them to shoot whatever. It seems like in this campaign mission, I have to, like, be explicit about them shooting it. So they're moving their guns right now. They're aiming up. Let's see how accurate they are. Not super accurate. Not super accurate, but they're reloading, so.
Enemy AAA down!
Oh! Okay.
Flak gun down! Flak gun down!
They said it's down, but it's not down. They're just stepping out for a moment to repair it, so let's try to bombard them again. I don't... Yeah, see? They're not done. They need a second bombardment. Yeah, these guys are tough. I don't really have a whole lot of, like... I'll order a sniper. I don't really have a whole lot of armor right now. A lot of these guys are just infantrymen. So we're gonna have to be very careful about how we organize. Gonna have to be a little strategic about how we're gonna get over there. So the cool thing about this game is also that you can, like, it's very, very easy to reorganize your troops. You can group them however you want. It doesn't even matter. Anyways. But light AA cannon. It will rip infantry apart. 20mm to be exact. But 20cm in Europe words. Yeah, 2cm. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't understand meter stuff. Oh! See, they're insanely inaccurate. Like, yeah, this is a campaign mission, so it's operating by very slightly different standards. If this was a skirmish, it would be a lot harder, I think. Right now, they're all kind of... Oh! Okay, so we have a transport vehicle, and we have a light anti-aircraft vehicle as well. So that's actually really helpful. Are these all snipers? Hold on.
Sniper here.
Oh! I ordered a bunch of snipers, but there's literally 3 snipers right here. Okay. I'll have them just stand along the wall, I guess. I didn't even realize we had all these snipers. I'm ordering snipers I don't need. But welcome to actual World War II artillery accuracy. Yeah, this game is really interesting with how it portrays... I mean, to an extent it is gamified, of course, but like, it is really cool how the first time you try to use artillery on a target, it's gonna be like moderately inaccurate. But the more you try to attack the exact same, the more you try to attack the exact same target, the more accurate it becomes. Also, this is kind of cheating the system a little bit. You can kind of see that my guy over here, he can't actually see that far. I'm telling him to look at the building. And then the building has like a circle around it, so that's kind of how we can see that. But anyways, let's get these guys to the barrel. There's still one more though. I think it's coming from like around here somewhere. But Patriot has a 40k Krieg artillery song playing. Nice. Very nice. I love artillery, but I love it even more when I don't have to control it. I think we got it. Damn. Let's... Okay, you know what? Let's accomplish two things at once. How's about this? I'm gonna separate these guys into a little bit smaller units. I'm gonna take 4 of them, actually. So here's what we'll do. The artillery bombardment runs on a timer to reset. And I mean, we only have so many points accumulating at once, so I can't be just buying stuff left and right, but
Black gun disabled. Good job, boys.
Oh, I don't know how that happened. Eliminate German AA guns to get access to airstrikes. Excellent. So I guess now we... Okay, never mind. I can literally hear that. Okay, there's somebody out there. See, the hard part is that we need to take the hill first, and then we're gonna need to defend it. But yeah, Mouse is in the Discord. Mouse is in the Discord. I saw Mouse in the voice chat a moment ago. Unfortunately, I had to stream. But as much as I'd love to join, unfortunately, I have to stream. But yeah, Mouse is definitely in there. There we go. I'm just gonna keep ordering bombardments. We'll try to take it really slowly. Not super accurate. Okay, all these, like, the bombardments are, like, cool and all, but damn, they're expensive, dude. Like, 25 doesn't seem like a lot, but I accumulate maybe, like, 1 point every 20 seconds. So every time I do that, I set us back financially, so I should probably chill out a little bit.
As you move through the forest, keep your eyes peeled for the enemy. Position.
Comb the area slowly, okay. You know, it turns out, I guess the artillery, they can shoot on their own. That's strange. Because I thought I always had to, like, tell them to shoot, but I guess not. That's cool. Okay, let's bring, like, a sniper with us. Having the ability to shoot long would be kind of helpful. Let's bring 2. We don't need this many people on... We don't need this many people guarding a barren plain. It's not in anybody's interest to cross this plain. They can just get shot that way, so... I don't... Even if things were to come across the field, they'd get killed by us, so... We're gonna have to find a way through this forest, though. That's gonna be tough. Anyway. But Mouse is painting a Krieg Basilisk last night. Might finish it tonight. Nice. Nice, nice. I still need to show you guys my Space Marines, damn it. I keep forgetting. In the morning, I'm like, I pass by all my Space Marines, and I'm like, oh, I could show them. Show this on the Discord. I'll take a picture later. And then I forget. So. Anyways. But it is what it is. Dang, this is gonna be tough. Let me get my... hold on. Where's all this exploding coming from? Okay. I think... No, I see it now. So if you... The anti-aircraft is bad. I don't know what the hell they're shooting at. It's kind of annoying, though. So... I'm gonna tell my soldiers to... I'm gonna tell my artillery to focus on those guys. Because it's kind of annoying. Bang, 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 bang. That was super inaccurate. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Oh! Okay, still inaccurate. But what if we want that? Today we watch The Great General Taku Wage War. Yes, it has been a while for stream. I love playing this game on like my off time, so I still play this game like off stream and whatnot, but I haven't played this game on stream in a while. But I only play like skirmishes. I haven't played campaign stuff off stream, unless it's like a mission I've already played before and I'm doing it on hardcore. Then I'll go back over it. But for the most part, I just play like normal skirmishes. We're gonna have to, like, be really strategic about how we get up there. But this is definitely... This is doable. This is very doable. Especially if we move slow. I'll order one more officer. The more officers we have, the better. Officers are really good about visibility. Officers, for some weird reason, are like the only ones that really have access to, They missed. Officers are the only ones that really, have access to, That's so stupid. So many people are dying. They're the only ones that have access to, binoculars, which helps for your visibility. These guys are dying, so I think what we need... I don't think they have any anti-tank stuff. I feel like if they did, they would have shot us with it by now. Or any heavy weapons, so I'm gonna bring the artillery truck. Or, sorry, that anti-aircraft truck. Fill the anti-aircraft truck with men. One dude can hop out, there's two people. Fill it with men, and I'm just gonna put it over there. What I really need is a medic, though. I don't think I even have a medic. Damn. That's too bad. Sorry, this car over here is annoying the hell out of me. Okay, I think I took it out. As for this over here, things are looking up for us. Not bad. Let me know if this game is too loud, by the way. Let me know if it needs to be turned down or whatnot. Okay, I think that should be fine. I'm gonna move my men up again. Damn, I really wish I had a... Actually, no, I do have a medic. I totally forgot about that symbol right here. I think I only have one, though. I can't spawn any. Unless the assault rangers happen to come with the medic. I don't think they do. Would you love the sound? Excellent. And we shall watch as Taku uses his guardsmen to slay the heretics who betray the Emperor. So true! And Mouse says, That's historically accurate. In World War II, the binoculars required fine craftsmanship, and thus were somewhat difficult to manufacture. Hence, usually only officers and specialists were issued binoculars. Ah, thank you, Mouse. Thank you, thank you. I would have thought, like, by this point in history, it would have been easier to manufacture. But that is interesting. Thank you for sharing, Mouse. Thank you, thank you. I hope my medic can actually revive these guys before they all die. If he revives them, then we're all good. No real loss, but we are still going to have to take this kind of slow. It might seem like I'm taking this extremely slow, and I am. Don't get me wrong, I am. But there's a reason for that. As you can see, I sent 4 men. I've already lost 3 just by walking up this hill. So I gotta be really careful. Actually, I could repair this.
Awaiting orders, sir.
Oh, damn. Wait, hold on. Back up. I didn't realize there's guys on the right like that. I could take that. Let's go see what all the fuss is about on this side. Let's go take a look. I'm gonna send like a small 7 people, maybe, to go take a look. But there's something interesting over there. I can feel it in my bones. I know there's something interesting. But Miyu says, why use binoculars when you can just make your hands into tubes and put them against your eyes? So true, Miyu! You do raise an excellent point. Why have binoculars when hand oculars work just as well? Oh, what the... Actually, wait. No, back up. This is dumb. I did not think they had that. Back up, back up. Okay, well, now I know why I can't go that way. And there I was just a moment ago thinking to myself, wow, you know, I should just defend this spot because no one can cross the field. And then I proceed to try to cross the field. Actually, wait, hold on. But if I found where that machine gun is... It's like right here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's... Oops. What the hell? There we go. I see it. I need my guys to see it, but... I see it. It's right here. There it is. That's the problem machine gun. So... You know what? We don't really need that to take this mountain. Let's just move up. We'll be okay. Probably. Maybe I'm pushing too hard. I don't know. My guys certainly don't appreciate it. Oh yeah, back up. This was so dumb. I pushed way too hard. See, the current problem... Damn it. That mortar's super annoying. Pull back. The current problem is that there's just so... They're so entrenched that I don't really know how to get them out. They just killed my medic. That's like the only one I had. I also don't have a whole lot of money. Now, welcome into Appy. Welcome in. Welcome to Taku Wages War on a hillside. Welcome in. But fun fact, Taku World War II binos were used up to the 1980s often. Ah. It's pretty amazing how in this time it was not that common. I feel like nowadays you can walk into like a gift shop and you'll find like 1 million, you know? But Mouse says it wasn't until the advent of high-quality plastics that binoculars became easy and cheap to produce. Plastic existed in World War II, but not the quality necessary to produce binocular lenses. Really? I thought binocular lenses were made of glass. They're made of plastic? I didn't know that. But I hate deadlock. Welcome in, welcome in. Understandable. Reasonable crash out. And artillery is great for shelling in trench positions. So true. This is true. Unfortunately, I don't have money. The hard part is that I can have up to, like, 2,000 points. I gain, like, 1 point every 20 seconds. So, I don't have money. It costs, like, 20... It costs me, like, 20 points to call one strike.
There's artillery over there. Ready, sir.
You know what, let's... All I really need... Let's do the old classic. Let's do a certified Gates of Hell classic. We're gonna pair our officer... Where the hell did my officer go? We're gonna pair our officers, or our spotters, with our snipers. And by taking strategic positions, we may be able to take out the entrenched people. I think my biggest threat right now is this guy. This guy's kind of annoying. So my binocular guy's right there. I don't know if I can... Is that somebody over there? I can, like, barely...
Let's go! Move forward!
Okay, I'm not gonna make that shot. Let's try to go slow. Sniper here, under heavy fire, even though no one shot me yet. Okay. So you can... Oh, what the hell are you doing? Anyways, you can see when a sniper is aiming at somebody, they have, like, the little, like, yellow reticle that appears. And then the moment that the circle becomes full is the moment that they're going to take the shot. I think the sandbag is, like, in the way, which is why my sniper's not aiming at him. But he does have, like, a good... He has a good distance. He just... I don't think he can see. Can you see that? Do I have to, like, breathe down his neck to be able to see if he can... I don't know if he can see that.
Whoa!
Okay, whatever. I'm doing this. Here. If you don't take the shot, I will.
Ouch!
The shot is a lot harder to make than I thought it would be. Okay, you know what? This isn't working. This isn't working. I don't think they have mortars, though. Now that I don't think they have mortars. The reason I don't move this vehicle up is because of the mortars. So, let's try this. Now, I'm just going to move one of my most precious vehicles out into the middle of nowhere, because I'm under the assumption they don't have anti-tank stuff, aside from the mortar. So, we're just going to take a very calculated risk, and I'm going to hope that I can use my anti-tank stuff to just wipe out everybody standing on the side by the trees. It's a bit of a risk, but it is a risk that I am willing to take. Damn! We're not hitting anything, are we? You know what? Just go this way. It's fine. I don't... What is this? Hold on. Is this a 50 cal? It's an MG42. So we might be okay. I don't... Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, okay. Never mind. We're not okay, actually. Yep. They took out my vehicle. Cool. I don't really know what I expected. All is not lost, because you can actually repair those. So it's not... If the vehicle was on fire, then it's kind of game over for that vehicle, but I think they probably broke the gun and popped my tire. So it's not, like, the end of the world, but it's not very good either. I don't even have enough to order more Rangers. So as of right now, the people that are dead are just dead. So, kind of rough. My mouse says they were made of glass during World War II, but lenses of all descriptions, binocular scope lenses, etc. require fine glasswork lest you get lenses that don't focus. Once plastic science advanced to the point of being able to make lenses from polyacrylics, they supplanted glass for most lenses and said, polyacrylic plastic is lighter and easier to mass produce quickly than the equivalent glass lenses. Ah, I see. And most cheap binoculars you might find in gift shops these days use plastic lenses. High-end binoculars still use glass. Okay. That's interesting. Because I feel like I had like a high-end binoculars when I was like really young. At least they felt high-end. They felt like glass, that's why. But I mean, honestly, it could have been plastic. I was too young to even realize the difference, but I feel like I had glass ones at one point. Man, binoculars are so cool. Same thing with night vision. I used to want night vision goggles so bad. Like, COD made it seem like night vision was so cool. Ultimately, not a very useful purchase for my day-to-day use, but ultimately I didn't get it, so I guess no harm, no foul. Anyways, I gotta grab my dinner. Sorry. It actually turns out dinner was ready like the moment I started streaming. So, I'll be right back. BRB. Alright, I'm back. I got my pork tofu. I don't really know what it is, but I've got it. So, anyways. Alright, sorry about that. I thought dinner was going to be ready in like 2 hours, but it was actually ready the moment I pressed stream start, basically, so. Whoops. Bit of a time miscalculation there. Anyways, alright, let's see what we can do. Now, the nice thing about this is that... About this campaign mission is that I can actually order reinforcements. I have to wait for them. Like, I can't just keep, like, ordering, but... It is nice that I can actually order them. So I can take risks without being, like, you know, feeling like I screwed the whole game up. So that's nice, but I think for this MG, we're going to have to get behind it. I don't think I'm going to get through it. Anyways, my mouse says, night vision goggles are super dope, super expensive too. Yeah, it was really expensive back in the day.
Yes, sir.
Back in the day.
Snapper here. What is my target?
My Amazon wish list when I was like a kid probably looked so sketchy. Because I love the military stuff. Or at least, like, to the extent that I, like, played Metal Gear and COD all the time. So I would, like... I'd always be looking up, like, BB guns. Because I thought they were super, super cool. So my wish list would just be, like, BB gun, BB gun, BB gun. And I actually only had one BB gun growing up. And I don't even think I got, like, a chance to fire it. So, yikes. Anyways. But Mouse says they're like 12 to 17,000. Dang. Because back in like what, 2008 maybe? I feel like they were like, or 2010 or thereabouts. I feel like they were about 250 or so. I guess I was looking at like the Amazon off brands probably. Or maybe 500. I don't remember. But I don't remember them costing 12,000 though. Damn. But I guess that you get what quality you pay for. You get what you pay for. I was just thinking to myself like, wow, it'd be so cool if I could have night vision goggles and be the only kid at Boy Scouts that can see in the night. Alas. Alas. Ah, shoot, wait. Don't go that far. Oh, yep, don't go that far. You do not need to go that far, actually. Damn. Okay, you know what? Blast these guys. Blast them. Let's see it. Ooh, not a bad hit. It didn't take out the guys I wanted taken out, but that was not a bad hit. Wow. Not bad. Kind of impressive, actually. I'll have him reposition a little bit. Alright. Bombard him again. Let's see it. I'm not done. Do it again. Okay, they took out one guy. That explosion was enough to take out one of them, but not both. Dang. Okay, well, at this point, I might as well just order officers and artillery strikes. Otherwise I'm just sending men to die, so there's no way the men are gonna survive this. If I had like a tank, it would be fine, but I don't have a tank. Okay, and that should be clear. Let's move up. I think we're clear. Clear enough. Let's move up.
Sniper here. My rifle is ready.
Bring my sniper too. Dang, we lost so many men. Okay, let's just entrench ourselves a little bit so that if somebody does try to come our direction, they'll just get blasted. And then on this side, I want them to take these guys out. This machine gun is what's stopping me from taking that position, so let's try to get them blown up as well. Pathetic. That was a terrible shot. But Mouse says you were looking at airsoft night vision lookalike goggles. Light night vision is highly expensive. Okay. Yeah, I was probably more on the airsoft side. Airsoft was so cool to me growing up.
Any orders, sir?
But I didn't really have anywhere to fire my, like, airsoft gun. And my airsoft gun was, like, not even great quality. It was like, you had to, like, pull the slide back, like, every single time you wanted to take a shot. It was like it was modeled after the 1911.
There's artillery over there.
The 45 caliber 1911. But it was very much a BB gun. So. Yep.
Hit that lead man.
That's gonna kill me. I can't even... Even if I told him to move, someone would have died, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's annoying. Yep, and there's a something back there. Actually, you know what? Let's just... I'm losing so many men to stupid reasons. You know what? Let's not group people up anymore. Let's, I'm gonna have everybody go in as individuals. I'll have them spot where to shoot. have them spot where we need artillery strikes, and then I'll just have them go and I'll just bombard the location. I think that's what I'll do.
Understood. Executing orders.
I think it makes a little more sense this way. Right now, things don't make a lot of sense. And we're not moving very fast either. I take this game really, really slow. I don't really know how other people take this game, but like I do it kind of slow. When I play with AI on Skirmish, I feel like you'd think that the real player, me, the real person, would actually make more kills than the AI. The AI tends to make more kills than I do. A lot. I mean, if I win, then I make more kills, but like, if I'm like fighting alongside AI, the chances are the AI is making more kills than I am.
What do you need?
I don't know. I'm more of like a artillery man personally, because I find that infantry, I think I play infantry wrong because they die almost immediately for me. And tanks, they blow up like almost immediately, but not fully. So all in all, it's kind of a rough experience for me. I'm gonna bring these guys over. I'm just gonna hope that nobody dies from this. This guy needs to be taken out. This guy's like the one thing stopping me from just taking this location. Well, then I guess I'd be stopped by anything that's hiding in the bushes here, but let's take a look. I think for the most part, it's kind of empty over here. There might be a mortar somewhere, but it should be fine. But Mouse says, I thought about getting into Airsoft, but quickly realized that for roughly the same price, I could just buy real steel. I guess, but then... I mean, you can't really, like, play Airsoft games with your friends if you don't get Airsoft. But it's fine. I mean, I don't even know where I would do that in real life, so... I don't even know where I would do that. Okay, somebody needs to take this guy out before my officer gets killed. Did they even shoot that guy? There we go. That guy's been alive for so long. Crazy. Okay, so that's taken care of. Finally. That took like a million years. It's taken care of, so these guys go... I want this repaired as soon as possible. So I'm gonna make most of them take care of that. And I guess we can repair this one too, I guess. Actually, is it even broken? How broken is it on a scale of 1 to 10? It's pretty broken. Damn, that's super broken actually. I'm gonna order a supply truck. Just so we have the resources to actually repair stuff. But Miyu says you can play Airsoft with your friends using real steel, but only once probably. This is true. You do have a point. You do have a point. But Mouse says, bold of you to assume I have friends. Mouse, you're here, are you not?
Any orders, sir? Always
You're
ready.
amongst friends now, are you not? You harbor friends, do you not? Ah, shoot, wait, are they taking away the... Whatever.
Aye, sir.
I don't. It's fine. They might be taking, like, repair kits from this one to the other one, but you know what?
No problem, sir.
I don't care. I care a little, but not enough to switch up the plan, so...
Sniper here.
Do what you want, soldiers. I literally don't care. Alright. Let's,
Officer here. What's the word?
let's move up. Bold of you to assume I will change the plan. But Mouse says, true, but none of y'all live close enough to organize an Airsoft game. Okay, that's a fair point, I guess. That's a fair point.
Sniper here.
I am quite far away.
Sniper awaiting orders.
Ready to go,
I am a
What's
million
the objective?
miles away, in fact. Dare I say. Dang, they're like really entrenched in there. I want to know where that mortar guy is. I know there's like 2 of them. There's like one guy up here somewhere. And like another like around here maybe? I don't know.
Standing by.
I know they're out there. Can't hide from me forever. I know you're on the map somewhere. And the problem is that it's so hilly that I can't really see that high up. You know what? Actually, can we go around? Let's just go like around the sides of the thing. Maybe that's the real trick. Just go around the side. I know there's guys around here. I kind of see them in the trenches there. Well, I'm just going to take a really vague shot and just hope we kill something. A very vague shot. I don't even know if this is going to hit anything. We'll find out. That was actually pretty close to what I wanted. It didn't kill anybody. Or not enough, anyways. A little disappointing on that front, but, I mean, at least it was in the vicinity of what I wanted to shoot. Okay. Things are starting to look up over here. This is still under repair.
I'm ready.
Can you repair some more? No. I'm gonna put some guys in here.
All right, sir.
Get in, recruit.
Any orders, sir?
Ah, yes. The sweet sound of anti-aircraft strike.
Officer here. What's the objective?
Excellent, excellent. Okay, it's not super accurate, but like firing a bunch of random bullets in the direction, it should be okay. We have a supply truck, so on the off chance we run out of bullets, I'll just bring the supply truck over, and I'll just replenish the bullets. Not bad. Okay, it's a little dangerous on that side. I'm gonna have one dude run up. I'm pretty sure the moment I try to run up is when they start mortaring me, so I'm gonna try to bait someone into mortaring my guy right here, just so I can see where the mortars are coming from. And then once I know, I'll have him run back down and we'll just bombard the place. But yeah, good suppressing fire. Excellent suppressing fire. If I had a little more men, I would use the suppressing fire to actually make some kills. But we don't have a lot of men at the moment. Okay, so is that the reload button? Wall vaulting has been assigned a key. I do not know what that key is, but wall vaulting has been added to the game recently. And I don't know what that is. The vault is Q. Amazing. Actually amazing. It used to be the case that... Oh, there it is. There it is. It used to be the case that you couldn't vault. You had to, like, walk all the way around the fence. It was kind of annoying. Alright, my guy. I trust that we will find where the mortar is. He has, like, 16 bullets. Ouch! Okay, they're, like, right... I'm gonna pause. Like, right up here somewhere. You know what? Let's just... I'm just gonna bombard the hill. I don't even know where they are, but there's enough people here to just justify bombarding. It doesn't even matter where. It doesn't matter if I'm accurate or not. We gotta bombard this hill anyway, so... Let's just do it. Counter battery fire, so true! Oh. Man. Weirdly accurate. Weirdly accurate. Strange. Let's move up a little. I think we'll be okay.
Ready to go, sir.
Yeah, this is almost repaired. I mean, right now it's like in a state where it's fully operable, but some stuff is like ready to break. Like if one bullet hits this like mounted gun here, the thing is gonna like snap in half. So we're gonna take a little bit of extra time to repair this. I'm gonna like do other stuff while we wait. I'm not just gonna sit here and wait for this to repair, but I'm gonna have my guys fix this real quick.
Of course, sir. Will do, sir.
There we go. I'll have them fix that real quick so that we have that available for us. Okay. I have no money. Welcome into Stefan. Welcome in. Oh, you guys actually can't see the amount of money I have there. You see it? I have 87 points with a max of 2,000. I have no money. How are you, Stefan? Welcome back to the Gates of Hell streams that have
Enemy artillery.
once been on the channel but have since disappeared randomly. Welcome back. Man, I did kind of miss playing this on stream. This is a fun one. Whoops. Ow. Oh, yep, that killed him. You know, if I had to put a mortar guy, I know this right here is the mounted gun. If I put a mortar guy anywhere, they'd be right here. See that little like weird hole? I bet they're right there. I'm just gonna take a guess. That didn't even hit where I wanted it to hit. But Stefan says I'm doing all right. Thank you. Excellent. Excellent. Glad to hear it, Stefan. Or glad to read it, rather. That you're doing well. Excellent, excellent. And Miu says, I'm a lurk and get some doodling done. Alrighty, Miu. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thanks for lurking with us. Get that drawing done, yeah. Get that drawing done, yeah. Get it done, yeah. Get it done. I actually have to eat. I have to eat. No. I really hate eating on stream. I hate it. I prefer to get my eating done. I prefer to get my eating done before stream starts. Dang, dude. That mortar is super dangerous. It's far enough away that I can't even take it out either. That or I have to just sit around and just hope that I have enough money to bombard it every 5 minutes. Honestly, if I wasn't streaming, I probably would just like... I probably would have left everybody in the starting area and just walked away and did something else for like a few hours. Just so I had enough money. But we need to get things done. I can't just be doing nothing all stream. See, the thing I don't understand how this guy is like... The mortar guy is still taking shots at us. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because nobody can see us. At least I'm not aware of anybody being able to see us. So it's kind of strange. How are you taking shots at somebody you can't see? Unless they can see. I don't know. There's that possibility too, I suppose. Let's move the vehicles up. Shooting something. Okay. Not bad progress, actually, right here. Not bad. These snipers are kind of useless, though. Going uphill, it's kind of useless.
What do you need?
Really spotty vision. There's somebody over there, though. Kinda. I can almost see somebody over there. Almost. The hard part about this is that I don't want to send my vehicles too far in. And the reason for that is because generally, like, really well entrenched infantry is better at taking out vehicles in conditions like this. And I don't really want to send my guys in to just die, so... Also, hold on. There's somebody standing right next to me. Oh, he's right there. That dude is right there. There we go. Okay. Interesting. I need to get up there, though. I wonder if this area is safe right here, behind this building. I think this behind this building might be a good stage point. Oh, that killed me. I don't even know what killed me. But something killed me. You know, honestly, I kind of just feel like driving the anti-aircraft in and just seeing what happens. Yeah, okay, they're definitely down there. You know what? Just drive it. Just drive it. I could have picked a better path. Just drive it. I don't care. What the hell is this cabin? What are you doing? What is... What? Okay. Don't know, don't care. That's fine. We should be fine as long as that mortar doesn't get too accurate. We should be okay. Oh, please keep driving. What are you doing? Keep driving. Keep driving. I'm taking control. I don't know why it's not going up. Keep driving. What? Okay. I think I know why they stopped. They might have stopped because there might have been some kind of mine on the ground. And then I took manual control and just told them to keep going. And then everybody died. So that's pretty cool. Alright. Let me try. Let me do this myself. Oh, ow. Yep, I didn't think they had a good line like that. That's crazy. Well. Stefan takes notes. Damn it, man. You know what? It's not even worth it. What am I doing? Why am I going that way? It's not even worth going that way. There's nothing to see over there. If anything, we should probably go this way. I mean, what are they gonna do? They're not really guarding anything. They're entrenched really well, but... You know. Man, going up this hill is rough, though. Going up this hill is rough. I do not have the money for this. Oh, there is a ton of guys right there. There's a ton of them on the map. I can't even see them all. Just bombard it. Actually, ooh, run away. Oh, yep. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. I called in the artillery and then I thought to myself, my artillery sucks, actually. There's no way they're gonna hit on target. They might even hit me. And lo and behold, if I didn't move, the trees would have fell on my men. Okay. I'm gonna stuff my face real quick. Just a second.
What's the objective? Sniper here. My rifle is ready.
Ready to go, sir. Understood, sir. Consider it done, sir. On course, sir.
You know, I've kind of realized something. I have a plane. And don't get me wrong, the plane is more expensive. But, like, the one thing stopping me from going up the hill is the mortar that I'm pretty sure is right here. I could have just told my plane to do it. I'm just going to tell him to do it right now. Take these guys out.
T-47 inbound! Watch out for our bird!
The mouse says that's what's known as a danger close fire mission. Danger close! Danger close! I trust my plane like way more than I do, way more than I do the artillery. Artillery's nice for the infantry and all. Oh yeah, I'm 100% right. There it is. The medium mortar. Oh yeah, there. We have a good line of sight of everything now on the map. There we go. You call in the plane once and then you know where everybody is. So, you know, not a bad investment. And we just took out the mortar. The mortar was like the one thing that's gonna kill me. So, yeah, I think we're good. Now the only thing stopping me now is just money. I don't have enough money.
Waiting your command, sir.
Any orders, sir?
I need to buy men. I'm running low on men. But the only reason I backed up this car was specifically because the mortar was gonna kill me. But now that the mortar's gone, it's like, what does it matter, you know? Anyway, the game can be a little slow sometimes. But it's largely slow because of the mission I'm playing on. Normally the game is a bit more like fast-paced. Like a million things are exploding at once and you have to prioritize. See, the thing I'm worried about is that I tried to take this vehicle up this hill and then I got hit. I got hit by the landmine. So, I'm a little hesitant to do that again. I'm a little hesitant to go, like, around the barricade, because I feel like I'll just get blown up. Alright, I'm gonna finish eating my dinner.
Sniper here.
Ready, sir.
Get your ass in cover! Get your ass in cover! Sniper here. My rifle is loaded and ready for duty.
Yes, sir.
Stay low.
Keep your head down!
Awaiting orders, sir.
Damn it. I looked away for a moment, and it killed me.
Awaiting orders, sir.
Stay low. Stay low, boys.
Point on 'em!
Heads down, fellas.
Officer here. What's the objective, sir? Sniper here. Ready my...
Keeping cover.
Damn it! Where did they come from? Sniper here. My rifle is loaded and ready for duty.
Alright, so, two good newses. The first good news, I finished my dinner. The second good news is that we've made it to the top of the hill, which means I can now start working my way back down. The problem is that, like, fighting downhill is a lot easier than fighting uphill. Just from at least a pure visibility perspective. So I think the rest of this should be not too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. Damn, I need 250 for the assault rangers. I thought it was 150. Okay, we still have like an economy issue, but it's not like the end of the world or anything. Like, these guys are going to be hard to take out, but I guess we could just bombard them. Bombarding's cheap.
T-47 inbound! Watch out for our bird!
Bombarding's cheap. It'll be quick. It'll give us a good bird's eye view of where everyone is again, so let me just take a look at the map here. We have a few people in the outskirts, which aren't too bad. This is kind of like the main close force. Oh, there's a lot on the other side, actually. Yeah, not bad. Dang, that just flattened the area. Wow. Okay. I think the other big one was like around here somewhere. So we'll just flatten this side too. It's too bad though. We lost so many men. So, I mean, I've said this before, but like, I generally try my best not to load a save.
Look alive! Flyboys are inbound, head down position.
If I'm gonna take an L, I just take the L. So we're at kind of a point where like I could try this again and probably do it a lot faster, but I'm gonna keep taking my L. So, but Mouse says now you have the high ground, which is always good. Just ask Anakin. So true. So true, Mouse. Also, I think I'm aiming at the wrong spot. Oh, never mind. This is the right spot. Very nice. Take a Mouse. See, you know the airstrike is good when your frame rate drops. That's how you know the airstrike is good. Okay. We need a good vantage point, though. Like, we're up here now, you know? We've made it, but I need... I need, like, a better vantage. I could also... I think it's clear to get up there. I'll just... I don't really know how my guy's gonna path up there, but I'll just... Actually, go this way. I think this way should be safe. We can get, like, moderately close up. Appy loves Deadlock. Right. Yeah. And I love Darktide. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Officer here. What's the objective?
Yes. I think ultimately I've kind of... Out. Who's shooting us? Ultimately, I've kind of just decided in my heart to just not get hell let loose as much as it feels like a good idea. If I'm being realistic with myself, it's not a good idea.
Sniper here.
Like, being in, like, the pub's game chat is kind of rough. And doing the logistics part's kind of rough, too. I want all the combat without all the logistics. Oh, I didn't realize there's, like, little holes in the ground for my guys to be. Can they even aim over there, though? I don't think they can. This guy's gonna die. Brother, what are you doing? Shoot back! Shoot back! What? Okay. I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna tell him to go somewhere else. Why don't you go stand there, I guess. You go stand there. Surely we can hit something, you know? I mean, surely. What? Is there... There's an enemy right there. What? Has that guy always been there? Hold on. There's a dude in this hole. Check it out. He's hanging out in there. Okay. Anyways. Interesting. Maybe that's why my sniper didn't want to, like, look the other way. It's because there was a guy just hanging out in that hole. Actually, let me switch them around. Go stand in the hole again. Go stand in the hole. I want to see if he'll shoot down range. Can you aim at anything? Oh, he can. He can.
Sniper here. My rifle is ready.
Okay. So now it's just a sniper game, really. It's just a game of
Officer here.
sniper.
Stay right there. Sniper here. My rifle is ready.
We're just gonna have to whittle away at these guys.
Officer here. What's the
One
word?
by one, until I get enough money to call in more troops. This economy thing is rough, man. I don't have enough money. Is there anybody on that side? Let me... I think, like, right there is probably the highest vantage point. Right on that rock. Go take a sniper with you, actually. I'll just have two guys just standing in the middle of nowhere. With the hopes that they kill something eventually. I don't know.
Officer here. ready for battle. Sniper, standing by.
Stand on advantage. Maybe kill IDK. Can you not get on the high rock? Oh, you can. There we go. Oh, they can only get so high.
What do you need?
Okay. Snipers call an airstrike. I can't afford the airstrike. That's the problem. The airstrike costs 50. I only have 131, and I accrue it at like 1 point every 20 seconds. Like 3 points a minute, maybe.
Standing by.
So I set myself back substantially every time I call an airstrike. So I have to be methodical. I've already used up too much money on the first aerial bombardments. Yeah, there's people in there. I see them.
Sniper here. My rifle is loaded and ready for duty.
Damn.
Always ready.
This is gonna take forever.
My rifle is ready.
Ready.
I'm gonna move what little men I have down the mountain. Slowly.
What are your orders, sir?
I'm gonna have to call in more men later. Once I have enough money to do so. Oh damn, nice. Guess I'll put my guy there. I don't really know what to do with my snipers right now. Also, I don't know how, but something took out my supply truck.
Any orders, sir?
I bet there's mines on the mountain. I'm pretty sure there's mines. Man, that mortar would have been super helpful. The mortar would have been super helpful if I didn't blow it up. Actually, wait, no, I can call a mortar. I didn't know I could call one. I don't have the money for it yet, but we could use that, actually. I could really, really use a mortar. That would save me so much trouble. Who's shooting at us? I can't even see. I'll put him here. Do they see anybody? Actually, I'll have them trade places. I'll have the guy getting shot at be replaced with a sniper. Because at least that way I know that he should have a good line of sight. Or not? I don't know anymore. What is this game?
Ready to go, sir. Awaiting your command, sir.
Always ready.
Do we have... We don't have a mine detector. That's not good. Okay, let's just move the guys up. Damn. Now you see, if I never called that airstrike, I'd probably have enough to make the mortar by now. I'm also playing on the hardest difficulty, which is also why so many of my men are dead. This is as hard as the game can get on the campaign. I need my sniper to be able to see. The high ground is not as high as it might seem. I'm not even going to bother with this side. They're too entrenched. We should try to take out people that can actually be taken out.
Yes, sir.
Oh, heal.
Ready to go, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna hope that that's a good enough vantage.
Get down.
I don't even know if they can see anybody. I guess not. Like everybody stopped firing.
Ready to go, sir.
See, the thing is that I don't see them right now. But oops, wrong button. I just feel like the moment that I walk over there, I'm gonna get shot. I'm just gonna take them out myself. If you want a job done right, sometimes you gotta do it yourself. As they say. That killed me. I knew where he was and that still killed me. Okay, well, we're down a man. Kind of rough. You know, aside from the supply truck, we haven't called in any, like, men since I started. Which I'm not really sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Sniper here. My rifle is ready.
That guy's entrenched over there. So we should probably put a sniper here, maybe? Or maybe there. It's probably better there. Hopefully he doesn't get shot at. We're almost there, though. We can almost afford the mortar. Personally, I would like some rangers, but you can't have both. Be nice if there's a way to get manpower, too. I need money, man. Oh, damn. When you play skirmishes, though, at the very least, when you play skirmishes, I believe it's if you destroy enemy armor, then you get money. You either make kills or you destroy enemy armor, and that happens, like, constantly. So getting money is super, super easy when you play skirmish. Over here, it's like, dang, dude. I got nothing to repair. I don't have the men to drive the vehicles, even if I could repair it. It's a rough world out here. It's rough in the life of a otaku such as myself, you know. Did that really not hit him? I see him. Okay, I got him. I don't think that killed him, but I did shoot him. Okay, I'm getting shot from a weird angle. I don't think I can overcome that angle. I'm just gonna sit here and hope that he peeks again. Damn, dude. Sorry, guys. I wish this was a little quicker. You know, for the past 2 days, there's been like a little vein in my elbow that just keeps pulsing every once in a while, and it annoys the hell out of me. Kind of feels like a hair is touching my elbow, but it's actually my vein pulsing. I think I drank too much Monster today and yesterday. Oh, he's actually aiming for the guy. He missed, but at least he has a line of sight, so that's a good sign. Okay, still missing. I'm just waiting for the mortar to be called in at this point. It's just a waiting game. You know, I'm pretty sure this angle is not shootable. I think the game's kind of bugged in that way. Yeah, I don't think you can shoot that angle. Let me move him over. I'll just shoot from... Oh! Who did I move? That's not the guy I thought I was moving. Not you. This guy. Move over. Move over and try the shot again. I think this is a better shot. Yeah, that took him out. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Move up a little. The next people we have to kill are in the trench here, I think. Which is most visible from around here. Actually, wait. Get back. Get back, get back. You don't know me like that. Okay.
Awaiting orders, sir.
I don't know about this.
Sniper, standing by.
I do not know about this.
Making my way
The enemy has breached our lines. Encircle and destroy them. I feel like this is round 2 of that. At least the odds weren't so stacked against us as the other one. At least at this one we can actually call for reinforcements. Slow though they may be, we can actually call for reinforcements. Can we get that guy? See, it says we can, but I don't know if... I don't think... You know what? Take your shot. I just want to see what happens. I really do not think this shot is takeable. Yeah. The game thinks it is, but it's really not. Maybe from, like, right here. Let's try. I'm, like, micromanaging, like, 2 guys. I just ordered the mortar, so hopefully that works in our favor. That just killed my sniper. Crazy. Okay, we got him, though. We got the mortar, so
We're ready.
now we should be fine. I'm pretty confident in our ability to win now. So, the one thing stopping us is that I have, like, no line of sight to any of the guys that are entrenched. And they're not moving. So ultimately they have the advantage. So it kind of comes down to whether or not I can take them out of their little hiding holes. Which is kind of tough. Because they don't want to move out of their hiding hole. I'm going to manually move this truck. I just want to see if something explodes when I'm driving. You wouldn't explode a little supply truck, would you? I'm just a little guy. Why can't I think I'm stuck. Oh. Or I'm not stuck. Or I am stuck. I don't... What? Am I stuck? I think I'm stuck. No, what the hell? Okay. Guess the game saw something I didn't. What? What? Huh? Oh. There's a little... What do you call those? I don't remember what they're called.
Anyone got ammo?
Whoa. No. Little things. You know what? Let's go that way. I know I got blown up last time, but I don't know if it was a mortar or not. We're about to find out whether or not I got blown up by a mortar last time. Or if I got blown up by a landmine. Find out. If I explode right now, there's landmines. If I don't explode, we're fine. But you never know. Let's see it. Let's find out. Oh no, we're good. We're good. It's all good. Alright, we made it.
Scanning ready.
Finally made it to the top. Now I can resupply the men I don't have. What a peaceful night. I feel like I should make these the just chatting streams. There's like no dialogue. Just me and my thoughts. Speaking of thoughts, I'm just gonna yap. I made a huge mistake the other day. And I don't know if I'm justified in... I don't know if I'm, like, being judgmental or not, but there's like a... There's kind of a sus guy at work. I personally think he gives me like a weird vibe. And I think he kind of like weirds everyone else out as well. In like a... I don't know. In like a... If you were on the sex offender registry, I wouldn't be surprised kind of way. And I feel kind of bad for thinking that. But I feel like everybody else that I work with kind of has a similar vibe. And I don't know. Actually, maybe I shouldn't talk about this topic. I should pick a different topic. I gotta find a different topic, sorry. That's not what I want to talk about tonight. It's a little negative. What else has been happening? I've been watching this YouTube channel called Brew quite a bit lately. And the most recent videos I've seen... what was it? I watched this one about this guy that went diving somewhere in Europe through this really deep underwater cave. The gist of it is that there was this dude that wanted to set like a new record for like diving or something. He wanted to like see this underwater cave, but to even get to the cave is extremely, extremely dangerous. And all of the experienced divers are basically telling him, like, no, don't go down there. It's just way too dangerous to be all the way down there. Without at least 2 weeks of experience. So one of the super experienced divers was like, I'll take you down, but you need to have training for 2 straight weeks before I even take you to the entrance of the cave. And the guy was like, I don't really feel like it. So he kept asking around, just everywhere, to see if he could find someone to take him all the way down to the bottom of the water to enter the cave. And ultimately, after asking several people, eventually one dude said yes, sure, I'll take you down there. So he took this inexperienced diver down into the depths of the water. The 2 of them left, and then the guide came back after a few minutes. And the guide said, I'm not really sure where he is. I lost him. And then the general consensus is like, well, if you lost him and he's not back up yet, that guy's dead. So eventually that guy's parents showed up. And his parents were like, you know, what happened? I bet our son went down there, didn't he? And the trainer's like, well, yeah, I told him not to go. But he went anyways. And welcome into Bozeman. Welcome in. I'm talking about this YouTube video I saw the other day. Welcome in. How are you, Bozeman? How are you? Welcome in. I was talking about this cave in Europe, where this underwater cave in Europe, where this inexperienced diver wanted to go all the way to the bottom of this, like, towards the bottom of this lake in order to see this underwater cave. Anyways, but doing good. Excellent. I'm having a bit of a slow night in-game, but I'm doing well as well. So, I'm just telling stories right now while we wait for the airstrike stuff. While I wait for these mortars to kill all these soldiers. The enemies. Anywho, so yeah, he goes down there with the trainer, or he goes down there with the guide. The inexperienced diver goes down there with the guide. The guide comes back up and is like, yep, I don't know where the guy is. Must have lost him. And everybody's like, well, if you lost him, he's dead. So, eventually the that guy's parents show up and they're like, "Where's our son?" And the trainers are basically like, "Well, he's probably dead. If he wasn't dead, he would have surfaced by now. So he's dead. We're gonna need to. He's not coming back up on his own." So his parents basically tell the trainer that initially told him no. They tell the trainer like, "Well, you would be doing us a massive favor if you got his body for us." So the trainer basically says like, "Yes, I can go grab your son's dead body from the bottom of the lake, but because of the depth that he's at, it's gonna take me 1 day just to find the body, and then it's gonna take me the next day to actually retrieve it. So you're gonna have to wait." But no, this is a real story. I learned of this story from a YouTube channel called Brew, like a coffee brew. He tells some really excellent stories that are true, based on he kind of like catalogs like a real life event. So this is a story about a guy who went down into this underwater cave in Europe. So the trainer goes down the first day. He locates where the body is. Through all the murky water, he finally finds where the body is. Keep in mind that this is like really, really far down. This isn't like your average dive. This is like... The lake is so deep that experienced trainers need to usually carry 4 different oxygen tanks with them. Each one contains a different mixture of like oxygen to like nitrogen or whatever. Whatever chemicals aside from oxygen. Because of the way that the pressure underwater affects the air that's in the oxygen tank, they need to have different mixtures for different times while they're underwater. So, this guy, the trainer goes down the first day. He finally finds where the body's buried, or sorry, where the body is floating around down there. He ropes everything up, but for whatever reason, he's not able to retrieve him the first day. He just kind of like collects everything, all his possessions, and then kind of like leaves him in a spot. And then the second day, he knows exactly where to go. So he goes back down there again, pulls the body back up. And then he brings the body to the family. Now, what he doesn't realize is that... Sorry, I'm waiting for this mortar to kill this one guy. That's what I'm waiting on right now. The mortar is incredibly inaccurate, though, so... Anyways, so this guy gets retrieved, eventually. He eventually gets retrieved by the training diver. Did that guy get killed, or did he... I don't know what happened.
Sniper, awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Anyways, so... Where am I? What? What happened to my officers? I thought I had a lot. My officers must have got killed. Whoops. I had 2 of them. Anyway, so the second day, the officer, the second day, the trainer, the diving instructor trainer, he went down there, he retrieved the body, brought it back up, gave it to the family, but what he didn't realize is that their son had a video camera on it. And the mom wanted to go over the video camera footage of her son's death because she wanted to know, like, how he died and the reasons for him dying. So the gist of it is that this diving instructor had to, like, had to watch the video with the mom to kind of explain how her son had passed. Which is really interesting because you can actually, supposedly it's used, like, in the modern day. The video is used in the modern day to kind of explain what not to do in a diving situation. So, the gist of what happened to him in the video is that he starts. It's kind of a mix of like user error and equipment failure. So he starts with you know, going down pretty quick as kind of normal, but not really advised. He has this kind of like inflatable. He has like a vest that can inflate to give him like buoyancy as he needs. So if he needs to be, if he needs to rise, he can like deflate the vest. If he needs to float up to the surface, he can also inflate the vest. And the vest tells him like how kind of where he's at and when he needs to rise. So like if he reaches a certain depth, his equipment will beep and basically it'll beep indicating to him that like you need to rise to the surface right now because the amount of oxygen you have left is gonna run out if you keep going. Bozeman says, didn't the mother or parents watch it themselves? I'm not sure if the mother watched it without the instructor, but I think the footage is kind of not really understandable because the footage that the diver had on him, it's not. A lot of it has to do with the equipment he's wearing, explaining what's happening, so the mother can't really understand what's going on with the diving equipment without the training instructor. But yeah, it's not really. He didn't quite get dragged into the deep necessarily, but I am talking something similar. This was in like Europe somewhere. Hold on, I gotta bring my dish to the sink. I totally forgot about it. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, I just let the game keep running because nothing's happening. It's gonna take a while for us to... Well, actually, I don't want to say a while. I don't really know how many enemies are left. But it might be quick. I don't know. For all I know, we might be almost done, but... Anyways. But yeah, I think, yeah, a beach near Egypt. How did you know this? Appy, how do you know this story? How do you... What? I thought I was the only... What? How do you know that? I only found out about it yesterday. I feel like the story's so, like, obscure. But nice. I'm glad you know it, though, Appy. I'm very glad you know it. Something happened to his equipment. He just kept sinking. According to the video I was watching, like, that's kind of... It messed you up. I've seen like part of it. I mean, I haven't seen like anything too crazy, but I kind of saw the beginning. Or I saw the part where I saw up to where his equipment failed. And I didn't like see his death or anything. But I saw the informational part where his equipment failed. But well, so Bozeman says, I feel complicated if the parents watch the ending of their own child. Yeah. Well, the diver supposedly said, like, he didn't think... He knew that there was, like, a video camera on the guy. He knew there was a video camera on the guy when he brought it up, but he thought that the pressure destroyed the camera. So he didn't think that any of the footage was viewable, which is why he was fine giving it to the mom. But he was saying that, like, had he known... He was saying that had he known that the footage survived, he would have destroyed it himself before the mom got a chance to see it. Just because of how it was. But of course, he didn't get a chance. So. Anyways, so that definitely contributed. Sorry, Appy says, I saw the background getting darker and darker, and at the end he stopped making sounds. That definitely contributed to my fear of the deep sea. It was pretty frightening. I only saw, I think I saw like the beginning of the end. I didn't see like the whole like, I didn't see his death, and I very much prefer to keep it that way. But I did see the informational educational part. Oh, actually, they're starting to retreat.
All right. I don't think Jerry is done yet. Scan your sector.
Okay, they're running away. We're good. I need a sudden influx of cash, though. I need a sudden, like, bump in cash.
Well done, boys. The hill is ours. Judging by the way they fought for it, I don't think they'll let it go that easily. Set up a defensive perimeter and prepare for possible counterattack.
Dude, I need all my money right now. I'm not going to survive a
Well,
counterattack.
boys, it's time for us to get some rest, you know. The 5th Armored Division needs us back in Bergstein. It's a pleasure to have slayed some Nazis with y'all today.
There's a guy right there. Hold the hill. Can I get money, please? I don't have enough. I have, like, maybe 10 people to defend the whole hill. I'm not gonna survive if we have to defend the whole hill. This is going to kill me. We're not surviving this. Okay, well. Don't know how this is gonna go. I don't even have enough to call more men. That's crazy. Anyways, but Bozeman says it was a tough choice for him to destroy it or not. The video was indeed viewable. This is true. It is a kind of a tough choice. Destroy it, not destroy it. But Bozeman says, is this a single player? Yes, I'm actually playing single player right now. So this game has like, it has single player. It has its own campaign. It has its own skirmishes. So if you want to just like, if you want to just jump in and fight the AI on a random map, you can do that. If you want to if you want to jump in and fight another person, you can do PvP as well. If you want to do like 3-player versus 3-player PvP, you can do that. If you want to do 3-player versus AI, you can do that. There's a lot of flexibility with this game. This is one of my most highly recommended games. It's a very, very good game. It goes on sale for about $60 USD. Don't buy this full price. It's like $200 full. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a quality game. $200 is a huge ask. Don't buy it for $200. I know you're not in the US, so the pricing's different, but this is like the price of this game on sale is the price of like buying a full price normal game. But I highly recommend this. Don't let this gameplay throw you off. Right now I'm doing a very hard campaign mission and I'm doing it on the hardest difficulty, which is why almost nothing is happening. It's because most of my team is dead. So that's why there's not a lot happening. Normally this game is just constant exploding. So there's a lot happening usually. Anyways, but Appy says, just like Mandy with their true crime vids, mine is cave dive accident stories. Those scare the hell out of me. That or combat footage. I can't watch combat footage. I can't do it. I'm good. But Mouse says, as someone who's probably seen the most death of anyone in this chat, there's something humbling and surreal about watching another person's final moments. Very sobering. Damn. I don't know what. It's not for me. That's not for me. Like, I feel like when I was like, I was gonna say a young adult. I guess I'm still young relatively, but like when I was younger, I could kind of handle like more intense situations, and now as I get older, I'm like, I can't really do it. Can't really do it. So But I do think
No problem.
death makes life important, shall we say. But yeah, so when the guy went down into the cave, or sorry, when he went down into to get to the cave, he, as I remember, he started pretty strong, kept going down. He got to like a certain depth where like he kind of lost the guide already. He's theorized to have lost.
Enemy counterattack! Hold the line!
I do not have the men for this. I don't even have the visibility for this. I don't know how we're gonna hold the line. I don't know where the hell they're even coming from. But Bozeman says your stomach gets a little ticklish when you see something wild as you get older. Isn't it? I guess. Well, I don't know if I'd say tingle. I just get more of like a... Ooh. I don't know. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. This isn't to say anything bad about those who can. I mean, if you can handle it, you can handle it, but I can't handle it. But... Oh, this might be fine, actually. It might be fine. If they start bringing in, like, armor, we're screwed, but right now it should be fine. It's not. If it's just infantry like this, it's totally fine. Like a long stream of infantry. Oh, I can order more men. Let's go. Maybe we'll be fine after all. Okay, but, shoot, actually. Maybe I should move this back. They're gonna take out my mortar if I don't move. I can move back. What was I saying? Oh dang, these two are gonna run out of ammo. So, it starts off... Oh, do you still have your AA truck? I do not. I can show you, actually. I tried to bring it up the side right here. It's kind of hard to see. It's in the shadow, but like... I tried to bring it through these rocks and up the side of the hill. But this guy right here, he got blown up. I think he got hit by a landmine. I think there was a secret landmine right here. I tried to bring the AA truck up, and then it just got exploded, so... It's, unfortunate. That is a good strategy, though. If I had it working, that'd be perfect. But unfortunately, I don't have it working. Also, my guy is stuck right here. Can you guys...
God damn it!
Oh, no. Okay. I just need them hidden by the rocks. Okay. Place. And then you guys head back up. Grab some. There we go. Our men... Our reinforcements have arrived. Actually, we have a truck down here. Go hop in the truck. How many are you? There's like 10. I think there's only 8 or 9 I can hold, maybe. We'll find out. Actually, I don't know if I should load everybody in. Whatever, I don't care. If this fails, it fails. Should be fine.
Waiting orders, sir.
I don't know.
Run! Pour it on him!
Oh, they're on the run now. Nice. I was gonna say, I don't know if this is a good idea because of the landmine thing. I don't know if we'll just explode randomly, but
Always ready.
it's fine. Oh! Did we do it? Did we finish the...
I wish this damn war was over.
Well, we're not out of the woods just yet. These documents show that German command thinks very highly of this hill. They're gonna want it back for sure. We need to dig in.
Please tell me I've got men.
Lay mines or set up defensive positions. I want you to make these Jerry's suffer as much as we did taking this damn thing.
Okay. Oh, finally, we got men. Nice.
The weather has significantly worsened, so we can forget about air support. We don't have much time, so lay down mines at our most obvious spots. And don't get caught out of your foxholes when the Krauts show up.
Do I have access to medics? I don't think I do. Okay. Anyways. But this time you definitely use your keyboard. Yes. This is one of those times. This is a... What the hell is happening here? Why are we stuck like this? What is... What is happening? Anyways. Hold on, I gotta think. I actually have to think about what I'm doing now.
Waiting your command, sir.
I don't... Is this engine... These are engineers. Alright, get out of the... Get out.
I'm ready.
You guys have landmines? They don't. We can dig foxholes, but I don't need a foxhole right now. I need mines.
What are your orders, sir?
I don't know who the hell has the mines, though. Is it here? Oh, it is here. Okay, here we go. Give me that. Dude, this is a lot of mines. This is so many mines. All right.
Ready to go, sir.
Okay. Actually, my guess, I don't really know where they're gonna come from. My guess is they're gonna come from the north. Oh, dude, this is not enough time. Can I path up there? I'm gonna try to path over there. We'll get the truck that way. And then you guys go here. Somehow. They'll figure it out. And you guys go... It's just an armored car, so this is just for men. So we can go there. And then... This one is a self-propelled gun, which would probably be... They're all probably good here. I think this is a good spot. A lot of these, like, green soldiers aren't mine. Or, I mean, they are on my side, but I can't control them. So I'm not going to worry about those guys. Okay. Put those guys down there. Medic, get out. You go revive that one guy that's starting to bleed out over there. And then this armed transport. Sorry, I really want to finish the story, but I actually have to lock in. I have to lock in really hard. If I do not lock in right now, we are dead. So we might be dead even if I don't lock in. That's how bad this is.
Ready to go, sir.
Okay.
Ready to go, sir.
Everybody out.
Ready, sir.
You. Everybody out.
Aye, sir.
Actually, wait, no, you can stay. Well, actually,
Awaiting
you
orders,
go back
sir.
in there.
Any orders,
You
sir?
get over there.
Awaiting
You
orders,
guys,
sir.
right? Stand here somewhere. You guys here.
On the way.
You. Medics in the back.
Medic here.
Medic in the back.
Waiting your
You
command,
three. Stand here.
Yes, sir.
You. Here, maybe? Or here? Taku finally unleashes 20% of his gaming anime power. I would hope so.
Always ready.
I don't know if I can, but I'll try. What I need right now... I need mines. Emplacement. See, I'm not really used to doing anything other than mines. I don't... We'll do anti-tank mine, and we'll put it like... Oops, that's the wrong... I'm pressing the wrong button, damn it. It's been so long since I put one of these down. I think it's like shift click or something. Whoops. The hell? No, put the mine down. What are you doing? Okay. That guy will handle those mines. And then you, sir. I need you to This is gonna kill me, dude. I'm so dead.
Incoming artillery!
This is going to kill me. At least we know they're gonna attack from the east, though. You know, actually, let's not. Let's put these a little closer. We'll do that. I don't know how close they're gonna get, but at least this time the artillery should kill my engineer. They said put mines in the most obvious spots, so I'm just gonna assume that at some point they're gonna come across this road, which is why I'm putting so much stuff over here.
Crowd mortars! Watch out!
My guy's still working on that. You know what I should have done is I should have took everything off of the engineers so that they can carry more mines on them for deployment. Damn. Maybe we'll be okay. I don't know. Alright, get back up there. Right now, my guys are a little far, but I don't know if I should. You know, I'll let my. Oh, they're already here. They're already here. That's not good. All right, get back, let's go. Okay. They gave me like 2 seconds to put my mines down. I need like actual real life 30 minutes. I don't have enough time. Go, run. Run! Dude, they're everywhere. I know it's kind of hard to see with, like, all the forest, but on the mini-map, dude, they're everywhere. And Appy's gonna take a poop break already, Appy. Hope you enjoy. Hope you have a good time in poop land. Dude, there's a ton. But Bozeman says, okay, I think I'm interested in this game now, Taku Man. Dude, this game... I actually have like 200 hours in this game. This game is really, really good. I highly, highly recommend this game. It is amazing. Truly. Ah, shoot, we don't have any artillery stuff. Oh, but yeah, they're running for it. They're trying to kill us. We're like well hunkered in though, so we might be okay, but... Engineering truck is holding strong. I think I'll move this car up a little bit. This armed transport has a machine gun on it, so hopefully that'll work. We can have that up on the side. Not that. But no, not 2,000. 200 hours. 200. My bad if I said 2,000. I meant 200. But it's been a really fun 200, though. It's been a really, really fun 200. I've been enjoying it a lot. I know there's a mortar back there. I don't know if they're using anything to guard the mortar, so I don't want to, like... Right now, the mortar, I think the range is not far enough to be hitting us, so I'm kind of hesitant to put people out there. See, it's like, it's almost to us, but it's not quite there yet. I think they have to move up a little bit to get to us. Yeah, it's almost there, though. We'll just take them out if they get close enough. But Bozeman says, I thought 2000. So is there a game you spent thousands of hours on? Oh, and that mortar is close enough. That's not good. Not... I don't think so. I mean, when I was younger, the game I had spent the most hours on was probably Metal Gear Solid 4, if I had to guess. But back then, they didn't really track the amount of time you played a game, so I'm not entirely sure if that's my most played game. I think the game I played the most is probably Dark Tide in recent memory. That's the latest. The most I played. Alright, there's like a tree branch. That tree branch is super annoying. Where was I? The thing I've played the most is probably Dark Tide, that I can remember in recent memory. And I played that for maybe 400 hours, or thereabouts. This is a terrible time for reload. This is an awful time for reload. Go. I'm trying to rush this car behind enemy lines because I want to take that mortar out. And the mounted gun is the best way I have for this one. Oh damn, did that disable it? Ah shoot, they got their thing disabled. Okay, never mind. Just... Oh, okay, that's stupid. Never mind. Okay, well we lost the vehicle. You know, it might be okay.
I'm leaking pretty good over here.
Okay, never mind. But Bozeman says, how about your favorite thingy? Metal Gear and Persona. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, my mines worked! They took out their... Okay, good. My mines did work. The mines I put here, they're actually taking stuff out, so I just saved myself a ton of headache. My favorite Metal Gear changes depending on when you ask me. I think I could say 4 is my favorite. I could say 3 is my favorite. I think 3 is definitely my go-to answer for the best Metal Gear. That's my personal favorite, but Metal Gear Solid 4 is the one that got me into the Metal Gear franchise. And it's probably the Metal Gear I played the most. So I've beat Metal Gear Solid 4 at least 15 times in the past. So I'm very well acquainted with it. It's a very, very good game. My favorite Persona is definitely 4. Metal Gear Solid 4 Gold, or sorry, Persona 4 Golden. Not Metal Gear Solid 4 Golden. Persona 4 Golden is definitely my personal favorite. But damn, they're just like ants in there. Anyways, that's definitely my favorite, but 5 is really good. I love 5. 3 is not my cup of tea. Honestly, I did not care for 3. I didn't think 3 was all that great. 3's not that good. And if I may, 3's not that good. But all I played was the reloaded. I didn't play the original 3, so my opinions on this. Anyways. Oh shoot, I can't move this truck. Oh, I can. It's just stuck. Not sure how to pad out. Ah, damn. Hold on. My driving skills are not super great. You know, I kind of vaguely remember like a toy army game on the Xbox 360 I thought was really fun. I don't remember what it was, though. It's been a while. Anyways, but Bozeman says, I thought you said my mind is working great. And I will try it next time for Persona, and I want to share my experience with you. Let's go! Persona 4 Golden is really, really good. That, to me, Persona 4 Golden is my favorite game of all time, I'd say. The character development's really well done. The characters are all well written. The game has the game has a certain feel to it that I like a lot.
We've received reports that the Cloud 6 paratrooper regiment is in the fight. They're very bad. Send them to hell with the rest.
What was I saying? Persona 4 Golden has excellent characters. It has an excellent setting. It has a great, like... The soundtrack is good, but the lyrics are kind of... Oh, damn, that's not good. The music can be kind of, like, gibberish sometimes. It doesn't really mean anything. But it's still good, so... Anyways. But Bozeman says, I have to play from the beginning of the game, right? The first series or something. Persona, no. You can, but each Persona is, like... Sorry, all the mainline Personas are all self-contained stories. They all take place in the same universe, but, like, Persona 4 is a completely separate cast from Persona 5. The only overlap between them is the Velvet Room Attendant has an overlap, but the guy that, like, gives you the Persona mission is, like, that's the overlap. But aside from that, everybody's different people. Shoot, there's people on this side. I left this side alone. Hold on. I didn't expect anybody on this side, so... I think I need to tell my mortar to stop firing. It's firing really close to my guys. That'll be okay. But no, you can start Persona 4 Golden and, like, understand the whole thing. There's not too much... There's not too much, like, that you won't understand if you start it at the end, or at 4. So, like, Metal Gear, though, Metal Gear you have to play by release order or by timeline order. Otherwise, the game does not make any sense. Metal Gear, you can't be skipping games. You gotta play them all. Or at least you gotta play them in order for it to make sense. Persona, you can skip, it doesn't matter. But yeah. Honestly, I probably... actually, I was gonna say I recommend Metal Gear more. I think I like Metal Gear as a series more than I do Persona, but Persona 4 Golden is my favorite game. There's just, like, there's a certain vibe about the game that I feel other games to me have not captured. The game is just, like... It has a certain, like, home feeling, almost. Even though you've never physically been there, you know? It's hard to explain. Also, that field gun might kill me. I really hope not. We have to take that thing out right now, though. That thing needs to be taken out. That is going to kill us. Oh, please. That tank is going to kill us. They need to shoot harder. That is going to kill us. Oh! The last guy in there is an anti-tank guy. I'm gonna try to get him to shoot it. It's a light tank, but we don't really have anything to take the tank out, so we gotta... The moment we have a shot, we gotta take it. That guy's gotta shoot. Damn, he missed. Shoot again. I don't know what's taking him so long, but... Shoot again, shoot again. Okay, we might have disabled the gun at least. Okay, we might have taken it out. We might be okay. What's happening here? What are you doing? I think this guy's confused about how to revive that guy. He's like stuck under the truck. Okay, the tank's done. But Bozeman says, I know that Metal Gear is peak, but I still don't have the motivation to play it. Don't know why. That's okay. I understand. I do recommend it, though. I think, like, Metal Gear Solid Delta, to me, is probably the best place to start in terms of modern Metal Gears. But if you can handle older Metal Gears, I think the original Metal Gear Solid 1 is worth a shot. My mouse says, everyone take a shot every time Taku says, that's gonna kill us, and then said thing fails to kill us. I really do feel like we're just barely clinging to life right now, though. Like, it might look okay, but like, the tiniest mistake can snowball into us, like the whole army getting killed. So, I'm trying to play really, like, safe, but this really can kill us. This can easily kill us. I'm trying to keep us alive. Giggles says, and yet you keep living. Welcome in, Giggles. How was... Did you have work today? Are you working yet? How's it going, Giggles? Did you get that item we talked about? So I'm trying to get... Okay, so, guys. I'm trying to get Giggles into PC gaming. But Giggles doesn't have a strong computer for gaming. She has, like, a normal laptop. Like an everyday usage laptop. And I want her to play Arc Raiders, but I don't know how we're gonna do it. I don't know how we're gonna get that done. I'm thinking, like, by maybe buying Arc Raiders on Steam and then using GeForce Now to rent a higher end PC for like $10 a month and then playing it by streaming it from that thing, but I don't really know how that's gonna work. Anyways, but hello, Magnificent Mouse. Greetings, sir. Happy clapping. Let's go. I worked today, then got dinner with my sister, then went to a comedy show, and just got back home. Dang. What a day. What a day. I just went to work, I took a nap, and then here we are, so... And Stefan says, I went to my favorite fried chicken restaurant and it's closed. Stefan, no! Not the fried chicken. Oh, it's quiet. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, it's really quiet. There's like a tank right there. There's a whole tank. Thankfully, the infantry's kind of a joke right now, but that tank is... If we can take out... This is a... Okay, let me show you something. Take a look, everybody. This right here, it's a heavy tank. This is a Tiger tank. It's signified on the map by this, like, weird... I don't know if you can see that, but, like, it's got, like, several arrows instead of one. So this is a heavy tank. Now, when I fight against Germany, what I've noticed is that usually it's probably on this tank. Maybe not. The German tanks tend to have, like, see this tank? It has a sloped front. Now, this might not look like much, but this, the slope, makes this tank borderline immortal in most cases. So this tank, it's like impenetrable from the front, basically. If you're lucky, you'll disable the gun. But normally, like, these tanks, you gotta take the treads out so they can't move, and then you gotta go around the back and, like, shoot the engine. But these tanks are hard to kill. These, on the... Or, where'd it go? This one, on the other hand... Actually, it's stuck. The tread is broken, so it's not moving anywhere. But these tanks are kind of weak in the back. You can kind of see, I think these might be, like, fuel canisters or something, but... this is the weak spot. Everything else on this tank is not weak. This thing is a unit, so I don't know how we're gonna kill that, but we'll get there. Anyways, Giggle says, you know, it was one of, or how was the comedy? Says Mouse. Giggle says it was one of the better shows I've been to. Genuinely has some good laughs. Nice, a giggle or two, if you will. Nice. And the Tiger 1 sloped armor is more effective than flat armor, and those are exhaust vents. Okay. Thank you, mouse. Interesting. Because I would have thought these are the exhaust vents, the graded parts. You're telling me the cylinders are the exhaust vent? I thought it would be the whatchamacallit. And the Tiger was a fearsome opponent. This is a super scary opponent. I'd say right now my favorite tank in the game is the Churchill, personally. I like that one a lot, but this one is this is a unit. Fighting Germany's tanks are just like, dude. Oh, the grates are intake vents. Okay. Thank you, mouse. A lot of war knowledge from you, mouse. But Bozeman says, Groove Man, hello, hello. And yeah, me too. Potato device. I really want Giggles to try Arc Raiders, but I don't really know what the best course of action would be to get Giggles to be able to play the game. I think Giggles would love it personally, but I don't know how to, like, outside of, like, her getting the actual equipment to play it, like, using what she has right now without buying additional equipment, it's like, I don't really know how we're going to get that done. Also, I didn't realize there's so many vehicles right here. Where are the vehicles? I'm not too worried about these vehicles because they get taken out by like one RPG, so it's not really a big deal, but if they get too close, though, that might be a problem. No problem. And Giggle says, what up, Bozeman? And wait until you face the Tiger 2. How can you tell? Hold on, where'd it go? It went away, but I think they have like Tiger. I think they have up to Tiger 4 or something like that in this game. We're playing campaign, so everything's currently kind of limited in terms of what you can and can't do. What you can and can't summon, rather. But you can also select Doctrine, by the way. So if you want, right now I'm using all around, like all rounder. But if you wanted to more specifically play like offensive or defensive, they have kind of like loadouts for that sort of. So you can kind of decide for yourself the people that you want to bring in. So what a weird noise. What the hell was that? Was it because my guy spawned in? I don't know what that noise was. Weird. Okay. My guys are on their way, though. They have to run all the way here. But they'll be here. They just have a way to run. But Bozeman says, hello, Groove Man. And Twitch side, Bozeman. And Mouse says, Tiger 1s are very boxy. Tiger 2s have heavily sloped armor. Okay. I'm gonna have to take a look. Gonna have to take a look at them. I think the Tiger's the last thing alive. It's just not showing up on my map right now because no one else can see it. I don't think anybody can see where the Tiger is, which is why I can't see it. But let's send some guys over. I'll send some guys. Actually, I'm not gonna move them. My bad. There's like a guy. Yeah, there's one dude standing right there. We'll take him out real quick. I don't know why he's just standing there. He's just standing there, menacingly. Now, okay, it should be clear on that side. Let's move this way. Let's go this way. Can't believe it's almost my 3-hour mark. Oh, he's right there. Actually, can you? Actually, crouch. Don't. It's not worth it. Okay, you know what? Let's... Oh, wow, they made it already. I thought they'd take a long time to get up there, but they're up here already. Okay, so... here's what we'll do. I'll put my spare guys over here. I don't know if they're going to launch a second assault. So we're just going to be cautious about that. I'm gonna take the really long route around the tank. I'm gonna hopefully catch it by surprise so that there's two directions that an anti-tank missile can come from. Right now, if I try to shoot it, I mean, you know, nothing's really gonna happen. That tank is stuck though, so it really does just come down to whether or not they can turn the if they can turn the turret, then we're screwed. But assuming they can't turn, then we should be okay. We're having a small unit make their way around. We'll try to go through the forest. I don't know if the tank can see. Ready? Yeah, they can jump over fences now. Let's go. What a game changer. I'm kind of surprised it wasn't part of their original game. It had to be updated. This game has been updated for the past, like, 5 years or something, so... kind of surprising that only now, several years down the line, do we have this miraculous update. Okay. I'm gonna tell my guy to... Okay, the tank's turning around. So, you as well. I'm gonna have two different dudes shooting this tank. Get back in cover. You've done your job. You, sir. Shoot the tank. Okay, cover. I don't really know where the cover is, but... Okay, and you... Other tank man. Shoot again. Ah, shoot, they actually killed that guy. Okay, never mind, it's good, it's good. We're good, we're done. That tank is done. Anytime the engine lights on fire, it's toast. Once there's fire on the engine, there is no way to recover. That thing is done. And if you're lucky, the soldiers light on fire. And then you don't have to deal with killing the soldiers. So. We weren't so lucky that they caught on fire, but we were lucky enough to destroy the tank, so... It's not bad. You know, it does make me wonder, though. Like, where's the mortar guys? Because there was a ton of mortar guys trying to kill us earlier. I don't know where they went. There was a lot of them. Actually, that guy served us well. Let's try to risk a medic to go revive that guy. Nice. Damn. Who's shooting us? Damn! Who's shooting us? Oh, right there. Dang! What the hell? Hold on. Can I... What? That one... These two guys just took out everybody. Wow. What the hell? Okay. The good news is that everybody that just died, they're not fully dead. They're just incapacitated. So, not the end of the world, but certainly not good. Okay, let's go revive that guy. Go this way. Now here's the nice thing. It might take some time, but in this game, you can actually repair vehicles as long as they're not like on fire like the tiger tank. Under the assumption they're not on fire, you can repair them. Oh, dude, I was gonna tell you guys. Sorry. Sudden shift in conversation. I was almost witness to a fight in a Subways today. I decided that I felt in the mood for Subways for lunch. And, dude, this fight almost broke out. It was actually crazy. What was it? Savages this guy, he
Understood, sir. What are your orders?
so the subway that I went to is like training who I speculate to be new people. I don't know this for sure, but I speculate they're really new and they weren't really like moving very fast. So basically what happened, I had to wait there for 45 minutes. I was with a coworker of mine and her order was taking a while. This is gonna kill my medic. Did somebody kill that guy? There's like a dude out in the forest that nobody's firing at. Anyways, so what was I saying? They before I even showed up, or sorry, around when I showed up, this guy had like a mobile order. Keep in mind that the restaurant, the subways was crowded, right? And the guy, there was this guy that went up to the counter. He had a mobile order. He went up to the counter and he was like basically asking them like, is my order ready? And they told him like the equivalent of like, yeah, we got your order. Your order's in the queue. We're gonna get to it soon. And so then he sits down to wait, right? Keep in mind it's a mobile order, so he already was kind of like, he pre-ordered his food and then he was waiting for the food. He pre-ordered, drove to the restaurant, had to wait. And then he asked about it and then was told, oh, it's in the queue, we'll get to it. So 30 to 45 minutes pass. And his order is still not ready. So he goes up to the cashier and he's like, keep in mind the restaurant's still kind of full. So he goes up to the cashier and he's like, is my order ready? And the cashier, I guess the cashier gives the equivalent of like, what order? Like, what are you talking about? And the guy was like, my order. You told me like 45 minutes ago that you were going to make it. I've been sitting here for 45 minutes. Where's my order? You guys don't even know about the order. Despite having told me that you're going to make it. And he was getting kind of mad at the cashier. Keep in mind, I'm like in the corner. I'm waiting for like my coworker's order. So I'm just kind of, sitting in the back somewhere. So this argument starts, this very light argument starts between this, like, the customer and the cashier. To me, it's like, honestly, it's kind of a reasonable crash out because it's like, it's one thing if, like, he's waiting there for a long time and, like, the cashier doesn't know about it, he didn't say anything. That's one thing. But it's another thing for him to have said for him to have waited, said something, been told explicitly that they're working on it, wait 45 minutes, and they don't even, the next time he checks in, they don't even know what he's talking about. That's, to me, that's kind of a reasonable crash out. But, at the same time, it's like, the people behind the counter, they act like it's their first 5 minutes on the job. I'd cut them some slack. It's like, it's gonna be like arguing with a brick wall, so it's like, it's not, to me, it's like a reasonable crash out, not really a fight worth picking, but to each their own. Anyways, so how did it escalate? Let me tell you. So there's this like, this guy, this kind of like beefier kid. So the guy whose order isn't ready, he's a bit of like a skinnier guy, and this local guy waiting in line, he started off being like, he said something to the effect of like, Okay, they're working on it. They're working on your order. Calm down. Relax. I mean, what? Why are you here? You knew how long this was gonna take. You don't like it, go home. Go home then. Why don't you... And he just like, he starts getting like heated and... Welcome into Enter, by the way. I'm talking about this, this argument I saw in a subway today. But no, the local guy was like, this dude was like ready to throw down. This is like not a guy you want to mess with. This is like a dude that like, he eats well, he goes outside. This dude would like grab you by the shirt and like throw you across the table. But he starts out being like, calm down. And then towards the end of it, keep in mind the skinny guy's not even fighting back, but like the more like muscly guy, like he's getting heated. He's like, you could have made this at home. Why are you here then? Go buy a sandwich at home. Make it yourself. You make it, calm down. You're making everybody here embarrassed. And it's like, oh. And I was like, I like stared at my coworker like, oh. I'm about to watch a fight. I'm gonna watch it. But, and then there was this like, the muscly guy was also saying, okay, so the skinny guy that was upset about his order, he was wearing like a company shirt. It had like his like, whatever position on the arm patch and blah, blah, blah. So the muscly guy was like, I ought to call your job. Tell you how you act, or tell them how you act, or something like that. It was whack, dude. I was like, oh, yep. All it's gonna take is one small what are you gonna do from the skinny guy, and I'm gonna watch a full-fledged fight break out in the middle of a subway. But anyways, but welcome in, Enter. Welcome in. Actually, Enter, is that you? Bozeman? No. Surely not. Surely not. Anyways, but yeah, it was ultimately it was fine. No harm, no foul, but it was like, yikes. Like, I feel like both crash outs are kind of like, oh, it is you, okay. Hello again, Bozeman. Glad you're on the Twitch side. Welcome in. The Twitch side. But yeah, he was getting mad, dude. He was getting so mad. And I think both sides are like kind of reasonable crash outs, if I may. Both sides are reasonable. The skinny guy, like, it's reasonable to crash out if you've been waiting there for almost an hour after having been told specifically by the staff that they're working on your order, when in reality they don't even know what your order is. That's a reasonable crash out. But it's also a reasonable crash out to like come to the defense of people that are just doing their job, albeit horribly, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of a reasonable crash out on both sides. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't be like giving subway workers a hard time, but at the same time, they told you 45 minutes ago that they're working on your order, and they weren't. So, anyways. But Appy's gonna call it a night. GG, good stream. Have a wonderful night, Appy. Thank you for joining, Mr. Appy. Have a wonderful rest of your night, Appy. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I don't know where the hell the last guy is. I'm just kind of like roaming around the countryside. Oh, there it is. That is a huge problem right there. That is a massive... I don't even know if they know I'm here. I'm just gonna go... You know, I'm just gonna take control. I'm just gonna go around. I don't think they know I'm here, but... we'll play it safe. But Enter says, see ya, and remind me with my coworkers he's angry almost every day. This is very understandable because, yes, I work in a restaurant. Yeah, like, 99% of the time, there's not an excuse to get mad at the people making your food. But this one, this crash out, in my opinion, that's justified. This one was, I can get behind this crash out because I was there. I saw it. They are not working on that man's food.
Oh shit! Enemy tank!
And if you don't know what the order is, just say you don't know what the order is, you know? That's like... Oh, and then, sorry, after that, so afterwards, my coworker, we've been waiting for 45 minutes for her sandwich. The sandwich never came, right? So my coworker went to the line and was like, how's the progress on my sandwich? And they were like, what sandwich? Like, dude. Like, they did not know what the hell she was talking about. So we really just sat around for 45 minutes for no reason. It's kind of crazy. Anyways. But Giggle says, I was almost a Karen earlier tonight. Do tell. Yes, do tell. Do tell. How were you almost a Karen? And Giggle says, I went to my doodles with my sister, and I always ask for fries to be made fresh. Oh, and they didn't make you fresh fries. Is that it? I feel like... I'm sure it may be inconvenient for them, but I always let them know I'm willing to wait. We got our fries and they were warm. LOL. Aren't they supposed to be, though? Or do you mean they were supposed to be, like, hot? Let me guess, they didn't make your fresh fries. I turned the car around so fast, asked them to remake them. It comes with a side of spit. Where's that last guy? There was a dude, like, right here. I saw him on my map, but I don't know where he went. Strange. And they did. The end. I don't know. I have a lot of like sympathy for restaurant workers because I know dealing with people is tough, but sometimes I'm like, dude. Very, very rarely do I get upset with the service at like a restaurant or a fast food place. Very, very rarely. But sometimes I'm like about to crash out. I said they weren't hot enough for me. I know he heard me say fresh twice. I was nice, didn't give attitude, but I was annoyed. Man. Honestly, I wouldn't even have asked. I wouldn't have asked at all. If it... Oh. Damn it, he's right there. How's this guy evading us? Oh, there. Okay, well. All it took was one bullet. I don't know where the rest of them are, though. This is like... There's nothing here. But Mouse says that's valid to get annoyed by. I think... I'm kind of on the fence with this one. I want them to burn my mouth. Is that too much to ask? I think if they told you, yes, we'll make it fresh, and then they didn't, I think that's a valid crash out. If they just didn't even acknowledge what you said because they don't want to remake the fries, then... and then it wasn't fresh, then... I don't know. But honestly, like, if I was the worker, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't remake the fries. If I was the worker, I would literally just throw them in the bag. They'd be warm at least, but I wouldn't remake the fries. They would definitely, they would 100% definitely be the fries that are already made. I would not be the man to remake the fries. Because then I'd have like 2 batches of warm fries by the time it was done. You know? I'd have like the existing warm batch that I need to get rid of, and then I'd have like double the warm batch to get rid of. And then everybody after that would see it and be like, I really wish I could have the hot fries instead of the warm fries. And then all of a sudden I've got like a stack of half warm fries and like a stack of cold fries, you know? I don't know. I think the better way to have handled it would be for the service worker to just be like, I'm not remaking it. I would have been like, yeah, I'm not remaking it. You're getting what you're getting. But make just enough for me then, it's fine. Nobody can see the hot fries, man. I guess. So what we're hearing is Taku is lazy. It's... Yes. But... if there's already fries available, then I would just hand the available ones. And it was 11 and the dining room was closed. Dude, if I was that guy, you would 1000%. Respectfully, you would 1000% be getting the cold fries. The dining room's closed. The oil heater is like off, probably. I don't want to turn the heat back on. The place is probably empty. I'm probably mopping the floor. And then somebody's like, can you make a whole batch of fresh fries? I would have been like, no. I would have been like, no. But if my request is made specifically, you just wouldn't do it. Dang, I'm an above and beyond worker though, so that's probably why my standards are higher. Yeah, that might be it. Like I'm not above and beyond. I'm the kind of guy that's more like, do as you're paid to do, and not a step above. So if I was like paid like garbage, I'm probably gonna work like garbage. You know, 'tis the economy. I wish I were like that. Yeah, I don't really have the care for it, if I may. But when I see things that need to get done, I do it. Yeah. At least at work, I don't know why. I mean, it's a good quality to have. It's not a bad quality to have. Also, I don't know where the hell the last guy is. But the reason that we're not done is because I don't... Oops. What was it? Over objective? The reason that we're just, like, not doing anything right now is specifically because there's like an enemy left that's not dead out there in the world somewhere, and I don't know where the hell he is, but he's not dead. So, I can't really do anything.
Yes, sir.
If you're wondering why we're standing around, maybe... Man, I didn't use the self-propelled gun at all. I kind of forgot I even had this thing. Okay. I, like, completely forgot I had this. We could have used this to take out the tank. And I just didn't even remember I had it. That's crazy. Where's my engineering truck, though? Oh, wait, no. This is the engineering truck. Whoops. That's fine. Anyways. But Mouse says, I do get paid like garbage, but I love what I do. So I do my best anyways. Understandable. And Giggle says, it's so annoying to say, but at my new job, I'm determined to be better than everyone else. And that was me at my last job. I hated working there, but I still did my best. That's an excellent quality. That is a quality I do not possess, but excellent quality. Oh, that was a really quick repair. Nice. Very nice. Let's... I'll go this way. I'm just going to start putting the tank in random positions, because I really don't know where the last guy is. We're like almost at time, too. I don't think I need to be saving any of my dudes. So... I'm just going to have them run out into the middle of nowhere, go find something. I don't know what you're going to find. Just go find something. Oh, I could have called in an officer this whole time. Should have brought the officer. Have him look for... Use his binoculars to look for wherever the hell the last guy is. But Mouse says my grandma has a saying, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. Oh, there's the last guy. I see him. Right. Kill him, kill him. They're over here somewhere, I don't know. Oh, oh right there. Get him, get him. Oh, nice. That's all it took. Just one shot. I bet that's it. There we go. Excellent work, soldiers. This victory shows the tenacity of the U.S. Rangers, keeping calm in the face of overwhelming odds. This hill seemed impregnable at first sight, but you took it anyway. People will remember this battle for a long time. You certainly made your mark as a commander today. We lost 77 men and 3 vehicles. The enemy lost 298 men and 17 vehicles. Normally, games like this, they lose like 3,000 in a normal game, but this one was a little bit... So it was a little bit slower paced, but that's fine. Alright. The next one is Christmas Trouble. Then we have one more skirmish. Dude, I love the skirmishes. The campaign ones are okay. I love skirmishes, personally. But anyways, alright. But Mouse says perhaps I took that saying too much to heart. No, I think it's a good saying. I think it's important. I guess my thought is like... I don't know. Jobs worth doing. Like, the only job, in air quotes, that I have that I think is... that my heart's fully in is definitely streaming. But, like, below that, the current work that I do, I think it's meaningful. And I put, like, a little more than half heart into it. And then my old job prior to that, I did not care. I did not care in the slightest. So, anyways, but Mouse says, or Enter says, is your name inspired by the name of the Panzer Mouse, by the way? Yes, nice. Very nice. Surprised you caught the reference. And Giggle says, I might be lazy at work, but seeing things be out of place and done poorly makes me itch. I agree. I will agree with that much. I will agree with that much. I think for me, when it comes to work, like, timeliness is the issue when it comes to me. But at least when I do the work, I do it good. So, anyways, alright. I got to end stream. Enter says, my name was inspired by the USA aircraft carrier Enterprise. Ah, the Grey Ghost. Nice. I think I've heard of the Grey Ghost. Very nice. And Mouse says, if I was to get lazy at work, someone might die. Yes, let's not get lazy at work. Not in your line of work, Mouse. Welcome to Twitch, by the way. Thank you, group man. Alrighty. I gotta end stream, unfortunately. So, I'm gonna give you guys a quick reminder. Friday, normally I stream. I don't have a stream scheduled on Friday. I got something I gotta take care of, IRL. So I can't stream on Friday. The next stream is gonna be Saturday, which is gonna be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I plan to also do a Sunday stream, like another chatting stream. So I hope you guys can join me for that. I'll probably do like the Division or something, but I'm not sure. Anyways, but thank you guys for joining me. Thanks, Mouse. Thanks, Bozeman. Thank you, Patriot. And thank you to Miu and Stefan. And thank you, Giggles and Appy. I think I got everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you all for joining me. And I'll catch you guys on Saturday. Not Friday. Saturday. Let me see if there's anybody we can raid real quick. Nope. I don't know any of these people. So. Unless somebody else is playing Metal Gear. I don't know any of these people. Alright, we're just going to end. Thanks guys for joining. Catch you guys on Saturday. Good night, everybody.